Heritage Middle School for beginning band, we spend the first several weeks of school just reviewing everything they learned from their great elementary school teachers, rhythms, the type of instruments, how to read notes on the staff, that kind of thing. We introduce all the instruments, let them get familiar with those, let them try all the different instruments, and then we spend some time playing on a recorder so that they can pretty much do everything there is to do about band except play the band instrument yet. So by the time they do get an instrument in their hands, that's the only thing that's brand new to them. And it's just a really exciting time. I can see how, like, for the 2 weeks leading up to it, they're like, we just want to play, we just want to be in band. I know. And I kind of enjoy that. Kind of enjoy torturing them just a little bit. Sorry, kids. And anyway, they've been playing for just a little over 9 weeks. And I think they're doing a phenomenal job for people that just picked up these instruments 9 weeks ago. For our next tune, this is When the Saints Go Marching. For our next selection, I'd like to bring up a young lady who's been working with us at HMS this semester and will continue to in the second half of the year as well. Ms. Kyla Bateman is a senior here at Liberty North and has plans to go on to college to be a music educator, despite how many times I've told her, no. I'm absolutely kidding. I say there was a teacher that said that to me when I was in high school and said, I want to go be a music teacher like you. Said, why would you want to be like me? I'm tired. But I couldn't be happier with this job, and I hope that she will feel the same way. She comes over to Heritage every day and works, especially here with the beginning band, takes individuals out for lessons, conducts the band, helps even repair things sometimes, just does anything that we need. A remarkable musician. I'm going to brag on her a little bit. She just this past weekend auditioned for the all-state band. That is all the best musicians from the entire state of Missouri, and made the 11th chair clarinet in the all-state band, which is just amazing. A phenomenal musician, and I'm sure to be a great star as a future educator, to conduct the classic piece of band literature, Old MacDonald Had a Band. Please welcome from Liberty North, Ms. Kyla Bateman. next piece, it never ceases to amaze me to think about the great composer Ludwig van Beethoven wrote 9 symphonies, and by the time he got to his 9th, he had gone completely deaf. In order to compose at that point, he would actually saw the legs off of his piano, and that piano would be on the floor, the wood floor, and he would press his ear to the wood floor, hit the keys, he'd sense the vibrations into his eardrum, and that's how he'd know what things sounded like. And through that process, wrote one of the most famous and enduring melodies of all time, the Ode to Joy from Symphony No. 9. We're going to perform Ode to Joy. Well, it's holiday season, so we're going to play a couple selections that will reflect that time of the year. Once again, 9 weeks. 9 weeks they've been playing their instruments. I can't really believe it. This next selection, I did want to also explain this. This, what you see behind me, I don't see this every day when I go to the band room. I see about half of them during 7th hour and another half of them during 8th hour. So today and last Tuesday, just only 2 times were we actually able to get the full group together and rehearse together. And the way that they cooperate, both just the way that they're kind to each other, the way that they share, but also the way that they just play their music together is very heartwarming for me to see as a teacher, and I hope for you as a parent too, seeing them working together like this, and they just do a wonderful job. I wish I did get to see them like this in this big group every day, because it's a wonderful sound. The next 2 selections we're going to play for you again are of the holiday season, Up on a Housetop, and an original piece that the kids have really enjoyed, and we hope you do too, called Santa's Sleigh Ride. Well, thank you very much, parents of beginning band students, for encouraging them in what I hope is the first of many years of playing a musical instrument here in Liberty. It's actually already time for the end of our portion of the concert. So afterwards, if you'll just bear with us for a little bit as we'll change over the stage. These guys will exit down this way and go through and have a seat over in this section of the audience. And then cadet band will come up on stage, we'll reset, and then we'll get going as soon as we can. Thank you very much, and this is Hard Rock Blues.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Always a good sign when the warm-up gets applause. Thank you. You may notice that the jazz band is listed on the program this evening, but is not performing with us. They're actually doing kind of an unusual thing. For us, it's new this year. Very graciously allowed by the administration at Heritage to let us play a gig during lunch in the cafeteria. We're going to play through the 5 lunch shifts on Friday and kind of play for, that would be a really great opportunity for them to play for their peers. And I'm sure we'll have that recorded as well, so you'll get a chance to see that, or you're probably welcome to come and have lunch at the Heritage Cafeteria. We are starting part 2 of tonight's concert trilogy this evening with the Heritage Middle School Cadet Band, and we'll open with a familiar tune. This is Simple Gifts. staple of the band curriculum, and this is a great one by the writer Harold Bennett, which is actually a pseudonym for the great march writer Henry Fillmore. Fillmore was feeling that his sales were starting to sag a little bit. People were maybe tired of buying the Henry Fillmore marches, so he introduced a new player onto the scene, which was really still him, named Harold Bennett, and those started to outsell the actual Fillmore stuff, so I guess he really knew what he was doing. So this is Courage March by Harold Bennett, Henry Fillmore. I was introduced to this next piece by my father when I was a little kid, and I always thought it sounded like Christmas, and in fact, found out later that it is indeed about a three-horse drawn sleigh. And from a larger work by Sergei Prokofiev, this is certainly not a Christmas piece, certainly appropriate for the winter holidays, meant to kind of give that image of a sleigh kind of gliding over the snowy hills. This is Troika. some guests with us up here. The cadet band, made up of 7th graders, is without French horns this year. So just to give that extra flavor that I think every band needs, having that French horn sound, I asked the French horn section from the concert band if they would sit in and join us. Can you guys stand and be recognized? Would you please thank them for sitting in with us? You can sit. This next tune presents the familiar Christmas carol, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, in a variety of styles. It's got a march, a waltz, and then just kind of a general Latin style. We hope you enjoy this holiday variation. Well, I am very proud of all the students up on this stage for the work they have done so far, and there are a couple up here that we're going to recognize just a little bit later in the evening. They'll actually be in the audience when we do it. Coming up this second semester for the students in this band, will be combining with the concert band to participate in a large group festival, some people will call it a contest, at Blue Springs High School that's near the end of February. And then they'll have the opportunity to participate in solo and small ensemble festival next spring. I'll be discussing this more with them after break, and you'll get the usual blast of emails. We are going to go ahead and close our portion of the concert with a tune that's very appropriate for this year, not this time of year, this year. In the Back to the Future movie series, Marty McFly spends some time in 1885, the West. He spends 1955. Mainly, he originates in 1985, and then, of course, in Back to the Future Part 2, he travels to 2015. I'm personally very disappointed that I don't have my flying car or my hoverboard right now, but we just kind of want to nod to these movies a little bit by playing an arrangement of the main theme from the original Back to the Future by Alan Silvestri. Once again, if you will just bear with us, we'll change the stage over as quickly as possible for the final part of the concert with the concert band. So now we're sending you back to the future. If you are a parent of a concert band student that has been at Heritage all 3 years, this will be the third time you've heard this next piece. This is one of our benchmark classic pieces of literature, the same way that a literature class might read The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn every year, or The Scarlet Letter every year in that grade's class. The concert band plays the Prelude and Fugue in B-flat by Bach, arranged for band. There is a part in the middle where you'll think that it's probably over, but it's not yet. So just hang on, and then the second time you think it's over, that's probably when it's actually over. All right? Prelude and Fugue. saw the Jurassic Park franchise come back in a very big and scary way. And next week, Star Wars kind of comes flying back onto the pop culture radar. And John Williams is the man responsible for the original music in both of these series, as well as many others, such as Jaws, the Indiana Jones series, Harry Potter series. This next medley features some John Williams music from the Star Wars series, Jurassic Park, and from E.T. And thank you very much to Mr. Shane Fuller, Ms. Kyla Bateman, and from Cadet Band, Samantha Medley, for sitting in, filling out some of the percussion parts. So we hope you enjoy John Williams' movie adventures. Private lesson teachers in the community are a big part of what helps get kids to the next level, and we are very thankful for all those teachers in our community. Very blessed to have resources like Palin Music and William Jewell College, places systems, relatives of the students who appeared on this stage tonight. This doesn't happen without you. Thank you very much for making music a priority in your child's education. And finally, to the students in all three bands, thank you for coming in to school every day and making the Heritage Band room a place that I look forward to coming to every day. Your music making, your smiles, your very, very strange senses of humor, just make this job a joy. Unpredictable, very strange sometimes, but a joy every day. So thank you so much. I encourage you to count along on your fingers and toes if necessary, and to see if you can identify all of the familiar holiday tunes that show up in 20 carols in 2 minutes. Thank you very much, and happy holidays. Thank you very much, and once again, happy holidays. Drive safe.